Into an election where allegations of voter suppression have loomed large, Republican gubernatorial candidate and Georgia Secretary of State Brian Kemp, a man charged with overseeing the state's elections, including his own, threw a curveball, announcing an investigation into the Georgia Democratic Party, claiming without any real evidence that Democrats tried to hack the state's voter registration file. Now, Democrats say Kemp's claims are completely without merit, that a voter brought to their attention a vulnerability in the system, and they told Kemp about it, only to see him turn around and use it for dirty politics, they say. CNN has the emails Kemp is pointing to as evidence, and they do seem to back what Democrats are saying, showing Georgia Democrats passing along concerns to his office, not saying that they tried to hack anything. CNN's Kaylee Hartung is joining me now. And Kaylee, all this unfolding on the eve of Election Day, is this impacting the final day of campaigning?
Not really. Jake, the drama continues in this campaign, and sure, both candidates used today to continue to appeal to their polarized bases with the rhetoric and responses to this controversy. But otherwise, both campaigns telling me they tried to stick to the issues that they know will motivate voters to go to the polls in this deadlocked race. In the final hours of one of the most contentious and high-profile campaigns of this election cycle, a political firestorm rages. Republican candidate for Georgia governor and sitting Secretary of State Brian Kemp requesting an investigation into the Georgia Democratic Party for a failed attempted hack of the state's voter registration system.
I'm not worried about how it looks. I'm doing my job. This is how we would handle any investigation when something like this comes up.
Kemp's office has not provided any evidence of a hack or even an attempted hack, but they say a chain of emails between state Democratic Party operatives and cybersecurity experts discussing a massive vulnerability in the system sparked the investigation. Those emails, obtained by CNN, indicate that rather than taking part in any alleged hack, the Georgia Democrats had simply passed along information regarding potential security flaws from a Georgia voter to a private cybersecurity firm, which in turn shared its concerns with Kemp's office. His Democratic challenger, Stacey Abrams, defending her party.
It's wrong to call it an investigation. It's a witch hunt that was created by someone who is abusing his power.
The Democratic State Party denies any wrongdoing and says they have not been contacted by law enforcement. The Georgia Bureau of Investigation today saying they're opening a probe. Abrams saying this is a political stunt to deflect from potential vulnerabilities in the voting system.
Brian Kemp was notified that there was yet another flaw in the election security system. Instead of owning up to it, taking responsibility, and seeking a way to fix the flaw, he instead decided to blame Democrats.
Punches thrown by the candidates and their most prominent supporters.
If Stacey Abrams gets in, your Second Amendment is gone.
If elected, Abrams would not have the power to change a constitutional amendment. Kemp refusing to step down from his role as the state's top election official. Democrats calling this a conflict of interest and claiming Kemp's pushed voter suppression.
Stacey's opponent has already been caught multiple times. Don't boo. Vote.
The star power that's inundated Georgia, unprecedented. So too are the early voting numbers. Georgians have already cast more than 2 million early ballots, more than twice the amount to this point in the last midterm election. Records have been broken at the polls and in fundraising, but this race remains too close to call. Jake, something we need to keep in mind tomorrow night, a hitch here being there is a third-party candidate running in this race. If no one receives a majority of the votes cast, all this drama will carry us to a December 4th runoff.
A runoff. The devil, you say. Kaylee Hartung, thanks so much.